Right, so we're back with this 2005 Chevy Cruze behind me here. We've got a wee suspension problem. Suspension top mount, so I'll show you what it looks like and we'll get it fixed. Right, so here's our top mount. This is the worst side by far. The other one was also pretty worn, but this one was much worse. See, we've got a lot of up and down movement. A lot of play generally, so we're going to drop the strut out and we'll swap it out. Right, we'll get the wheel off. Look at those beefy little tyres. Right, with the wheel off you can see what we need to do to get this out of here. We've got ABS line. We got the brake cable, brake hose that's clipped into the strut there. 2 strut bolts at the bottom and 2 12mm nuts at the top. So we've got a 10mm screw there, 17mm strut bolts and a little metal clip that you just yank out with some pliers. So there we go. Pop the screw back in there so we don't lose it. Sounds really smooth, the old one, doesn't it? Anyway, that's a special tool for taking off brake clips. Just pops out there. We'll come up top and undo our top one, and we'll give it a wee wiggle out of there. Don't know if you can quite see that, but this one. One, 2, there we go, that's up top done. We're still supported by those 2 bolts that I can drop down. Right, so all cables are out of the way. First bolt, second bolt. Get our strut out of there. There we go, and here's our prize. Fair bit of slack. Let's go down to the workshop and swap this over. Right, so here's our strut. Looks like this one's already had a new coil spring. Certainly different to the other side. This one looks nice and new. Shame they didn't bother replacing this top mount at the same time. You see this one's floppy like a floppy something. There's a new one, new Febi Bilstein, made in Germany. German parts for Japanese American cars. Febi. Interesting story about the postage shipping on this little fella. So watch to the end, I'll tell you all about that. But yeah, new one's nice and tight. Old one's nice and floppy, so we've got to get it off. Which means we need to compress this spring here. To do that, we've got these Widowmakers. So we'll slap them on, tighten them up, and go from there. So we'll just get them started. One side. There's the other side, bit of lube. Don't want to be a dry guy. See, little kinds of dry guys. Right, so these are kind of on there loosely, haven't tightened them yet. These things can be pretty dangerous, so we're going to be careful. We'll make sure we're safe. We're on loose. I'm going to tighten them down, take the slack off the slack badger, and then we'll be away. So first of all, we'll get our safety gear ready. Right, so I'm feeling pretty safe. We've got high vis, we've got safety squint, got a helmet, got some flashing lights. See our flashing lights? Oh yep, they're beaming away, so we should be pretty safe. So just going to compress this down and we should be ready to whip her off. There we go, we got some slack there. We can undo our top nut. And, 17 mil. Look at that. Play for Africa. Right, so we'll pop our new one on. The wee washer. Good and tight. Loosen this off. Right, our springs just moved a wee bit, so just going to tighten that back up. Just get it up flush next to there. It probably would resettle. But there you go. Our top still in the right place. So what There we go, safety gear worked, no one's died, all happy, stick it back on the car. Right, let's try and slip this wee fella back in. Find your cables, let's get it held up top first. Right, that's in place, come down the bottom, line them up. One bolt. bolts. One nut. One of the right sockets in the pocket. Pretty tight. I'll just give them a wee tweak. I've no idea on torque specs. We'll go for good and tight. We'll pop our wee ABS line on. Put a wee brake clip back on. Brake clips back on. There we go, nice and tight. Chevy clip back on. Wheel back on, and she's done. So let's have a look here. So now we got no play, that's how it should be. No one wants a hot dog down the hallway scenario, so all good. In a minute I'll tell you all about our shipping catastrophe. Right, story time. So we'll start off with some beer. What's this? This is a DAB, Dortmunder Export. German beer goes in our Thomas mug. You can see sometimes German, sometimes Canadian. Germanian. See, you can age Thomas just by giving some white hair there. Right. Alright, so Chevy Cruze top mounts. Now, I order a lot of parts from Europe, UK for Volkswagens, Audis. That's nice and easy because all the parts are the same. When it comes to Japanese stuff, especially imports, it gets really hard because all the model names are different and there's lots of little variations, so it's much harder to do. However, for these top mounts, it's really hard to find them. So a local parts store, they didn't have a specific listing, but they reckon they had the right ones that they could get in and see how we went. They were $145 each, so I said, oh, I'll have a look elsewhere, let you know if I want you to get them in. So that's fine. Found some listed on our equivalent of eBay, Trade Me. They were the right ones, $97 each, so looking at close to $200 for a couple of suspension mounts, which wasn't really ideal. So I had a look on eBay. Can't spell eBay. And we found the Febi ones, the made in Germany, quality products. I think they were about $80 a pair. yeah, they're like $80 a pair plus fair bit of shipping, so came in about $140 for the pair delivered, which is cheaper than buying locally, which is crazy. So they were being sent by UPS, which UPS are normally pretty good. They don't deliver locally here. They do in big cities like Auckland and Wellington, maybe Christchurch, but middle of nowhere, they pass it off to someone else. That's fine. So our parcel started in Nottingham in the UK, went to Castle Donington, where it probably got sent out from Stansted, maybe. Went to Cologne, Germany, fair enough. Went to Shenzhen, China. Went to Singapore, Changi Airport. Went to Auckland. Hung around in Auckland for a bit. Then they got an update on the tracking to say, we don't deliver to PO boxes. We've contacted you to get another address. Now I didn't order these. My mate who owns the car, he ordered them. So he lives in Australia. Generally, he lives here in Australia, but generally Australia. So I hadn't heard from him. It said they tried to deliver it, so I presumed he'd updated it. Then the next day, I got a phone call from the parcel post, whoever it was, NZ Couriers, whoever were delivering it locally, to say the parcel had been declined. The recipient had declined to receive the parcel. So he wanted to check the address, and the address they had was the Crown and Badger English pub in Tauranga, which is kind of on the other island, like probably 1,000 odd kilometres away from here, and it's not here. So that's pretty weird. So then I gave them street address here, and 5-6 days later the parcel turned up in my PO box, which is awesome because they don't deliver to PO boxes, but that's just how it goes. So there we go. This parcel's had a good holiday. UK, Germany, China, Singapore, Auckland, the Crown and Badger, and now Badgertronix HQ. Now they're on the car. The car's good to go. So there we go. Sip of beer, well deserved. Awesome. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Got some more. We're going to get Chevrolet or Suzuki. More Chevrolet videos coming up. Going to get out to the Golf this next couple of days. Start working on the Tirana too. So we're making progress very slowly, but we'll get there. Cool. Cheers.